Joining us now is Alexis McGill Johnson, the president and CEO of Planned Parenthood. Alexis, always great seeing you. I thank you for being with us. What's your reaction, first off, to this decision?
Well, I mean, we are obviously quite relieved that the Supreme Court unanimously decided that the plaintiffs in this case had no standing, and we also are wondering how it got here in the first place, as your reporters led in. This is a case that should have never been there before. We're also, happy that the court affirmed the FDA's role, right, in regulating medication, not anti-abortion dentists, even, who have no standing. And I think that's also really important. But the reality is here, right, that this is not going to stop the attacks on medication abortion. This is not going to stop the attacks on reproductive freedom. There is a roadmap that is being laid out even within this opinion, and we're still digging in as well. But the preliminary look at Thomas's concurrence outlines who might have standing, right? So we know that this is a case that will continue to yield efforts for the anti-abortion minority when we see it potentially go back to the district court and continue. And so obviously we are still deeply concerned, but also relieved for the patients right now who can have access to the abortion care that they want in the way that they want it.
And, June 24th is going to mark the second anniversary of the Supreme Court's overturning Roe v. Wade. What are your thoughts as we approach that date?
Jose, I mean, we're living in a reality now where 1 out of 3 women and more trans and non-binary folks no longer have access to abortion care in that state. That's 2 out of 3 Black women who no longer have access to that care. And the devastation that we have already seen, right, knowing that abortion bans have made pregnancy more dangerous, that they have put at risk pregnancy outcomes for criminalization, and the impact to patients as well as providers in the communities, I think, is also something that we need to really take a look at and reflect on 2 years, that in the 2 years that has passed. And the idea that within those 2 years, we are back at the Supreme Court, not once, but twice this year, with this Miffy case, as well as the EMTALA case, right? The fact that the Supreme Court is also considering whether or not Idaho has the right to let patients die because they refuse to provide abortion care in the state for patients who are desperately in need. And so I think, the reflection is really telling me that, the value of our bodies, our decisions, our equality, our lives is still being contested at the highest level in this nation, and under a constitution that is supposed to guarantee us, equality and liberty.
And so, and talking a little bit about that, because I'm glad you mentioned that other decision on abortion that the Supreme Court is weighing, and involves whether federal regulations supersede local abortion laws in order to provide medical care to patients. How significant do you think is this case?
I think it's incredibly significant. I happened to be in the courtroom during the mifepristone case, and I think we all agreed and heard the deep questioning around standing. And I think in some ways that they unanimously made this decision regarding standing was easy related to mifepristone, because it still allows some of those efforts to flourish. But the real case that we have also been watching intensely has been the EMTALA case, right? This is a case that essentially they are fighting in court to let people die, and they are fighting in a way that literally leaves no room for compassion, no concessions, no compromises, and they will frame it, I suspect, around issues of federalism. But this is really about whether or not people are able to get the life-saving care they need, and I think that is something that we need to pay very close attention to, especially given the devastating impact and abortion bans across this country. Florida being the most recent, right? We're talking about a state that has a volume of 80,000 patients who are now living under a 6-week ban, and the impact of forcing them into pregnancy, and then also removing the protections, the federal protections, to allow them to get the care that they may need in the event that something happens during their pregnancy. That, I think, is incredibly alarming, and we should be really looking at the court on this one as well.
Alexis McGill Johnson, I very much appreciate your perspective. I thank you for being with us this morning.